And finally tonight we should hear from a Nova Scotian publisher. Andrew Steeves is with us. He's a writer, typographer, and literary publisher. He's one of the co-founders of Gaspereau Press. He's won 42 citations for excellence in Canadian book design from the Elsevier Society. His firm has 3 times been voted Best Small Press by the Canadian Booksellers Association. Please welcome Andrew Steeves.
Thank you for coming. Really quickly, I should say a few thank yous before I forget. I want to thank Hilary Drummond, who's here selling books. She's a great independent bookseller in Wolfville, and support your booksellers of all sorts and varieties. This is such a critical part of our ecosystem. I also want to thank the folks at the Atlantic Publishers Market Association who've been such a great supporters who've been working to prepare this event. And I want to thank you, and I want to thank my colleagues, for their hard work in this. So what are we doing here? It's publishing is a very, very funny cultural activity, I think. In that it's one of those things that kind of just simmers away in the background of the landscape. And yet, if we're not there, so many important things would happen. Writing is one of those critical community activities, I think. I mean, we think about writing as kind of a very solitary activity, sitting by yourself, writing stuff. But ultimately, writing and books are social spaces. They're ways that we speak to each other. They're ways that we dream, that we imagine. They're ways that we critique. There are ways that we move forward. And I think that there's something, and clearly you agree as you're here, I think that there's something critical about a community being able to speak for itself in its own way. And that needs to fit in a much broader context. I don't think that we just need Nova Scotian publishers, or that Nova Scotian publishers have something about them that is somehow superior to publishers in larger places, larger publishers. I mean, it's an ecosystem. All of these things, you can't put the light in the header behind the reindeer. These work together. One of the things that we're seeing, though, is we're seeing some shifts right now in terms of our relationship with the province. All of you are aware of the sort of things that have been going on in the past couple of years. Related to the film tax credit, it certainly was the story that got a large amount of play in the media. But at the same time, all the other cultural issues also were shifting their relationships. Now, I don't know, maybe I'm just an optimist. I mean, I guess anybody in literary publishing is probably a bit of an optimist. But I don't think that the shifts that are taking place are necessarily bad. There's all kinds of opportunity, I think, to improve how publishing is happening and what our relationship is with the province. For a long time, our relationship has been under the Department of Culture, which is a logical place, of course, to put such an important cultural activity. But in their, I guess, wisdom, we'll go with that, the province decided that moving these cultural industries over to the Department of Business, and particularly Nova Scotia Business State, a Crown Corporation that we're now dealing with, might open some other doors, might be able to provoke growth that hasn't necessarily happened under the Department of Culture. And I think that's interesting. I don't think that's automatically something to fight about. However, we're having trouble, my feeling is that we're having trouble getting some traction with the government. Because we're dealing with people who don't really value necessarily the kind of language that we speak, the kind of contribution that we make. So, what would be really helpful to us as publishers is if you all would go home and write your members of the legislature, call your members of the legislature, and don't be angry, but just check in. Tell them this is something that you value. Tell them this is something that matters to your community and its health. This is something that matters to the economy. Tell them it matters to you, and ask them to check in. Ask them whether people that work for us are actually paying attention to this file. ask them to come to the table and talk to us so that we can continue to do the work we do together. Thanks for coming.